Welcome to today's episode of Nibblin and Noushin. I'm Merri Leach, the registered dietitian at Mosaic Cancer Care in St. Joseph, Missouri. We are so glad that you have joined us today. Have you had an opportunity to make any of our past recipes? If so, we would love for you to comment in the comment section and share what you have made and if you made any modifications to those. How many of you eat breakfast every day? Or how many of you skip breakfast every day? Maybe you're one of these that just grabs a cup of coffee and you're out the door. You've probably heard many times that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but maybe you don't know why it's the most important meal of the day. So today we're going to take a look into the importance of breakfast. If we first look at the word breakfast, you break it into two words. It means to break the fast. So maybe you have slept for the last 6 to 8 hours. You have actually fasted during that time. And so now it's time to break the fast, give yourself some food, give yourself some energy, because you have a long day ahead of you. If we think about our body as a car, we need to put gasoline into it, just as we would our regular car. If you also then think that, I have a 12 to 14 hour journey throughout the day, working, playing, doing housework, whatever it is you enjoy doing during your day, you need gasoline. You're probably not going to go on an all-day road trip without filling up your tank of gas in your car. So why would you do that with your body? There's also many health benefits to eating breakfast. First of all, you may have improved cognitive function. You may have an easier time with weight maintenance. And oftentimes, individuals who eat breakfast regularly get more nutrition because they're incorporating those fruits, those whole grains that are providing so many vitamins and minerals and fiber. It's also been studied that in youth and children, concentration is improved. If you think about a child in school and their stomach is growling and growling and growling, it's hard for them to focus as well as everyone else in the room. So making sure our youth, our children have breakfast before school is so important. It's also been shown that students and college kids and even adults who may be going back to school or even working may do better on performance reviews, on tests. So as you can see, breakfast is so important. Just because breakfast is important doesn't mean it has to be a big, huge meal. It doesn't have to be pancakes and eggs and bacon and toast and hash browns. It can simply be a granola bar and a piece of fruit, or maybe some yogurt with some fruit. I personally even love a granola bar with a piece of cheese for breakfast. But those are great ways to start the day to get that engine going. A quick and easy breakfast that we can make is overnight oats. Overnight oats can easily be made from scratch, or there's also a lot of commercial products that are available in the cereal aisle. But once you see how easy overnight oats are to make, you might just choose to make them at home instead. To make the recipe today, this is a very, very base recipe. And then there's all of the different modifications you can do. The base recipe is a 1/2 cup of milk. This can be any kind of milk you want. If you want it to be dairy, non-dairy, nut milk, soy milk, any of those are fine. And then we have a 1/2 cup of old-fashioned oats. We like to use the old-fashioned oats because they hold their texture better whereas the quick oats become much more mushy. And finally, we have a small amount of brown sugar, 1.5 teaspoons, 1.5 teaspoons of chia seeds, and those add some protein as well as some healthy fats. We have 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon and a pinch of salt. Now here's the hard part. All you have to do is put things into your jar and stir. So I personally like to use the wide mouth pint canning jars. The reason I like the wide mouth is because it's easier to get things into there. This is an absolute optional product. This is a funnel used for canning, and as you can see, it fits perfectly right there in the jar. So we'll first add our milk, and then we will add our sugar. And this is turbinado sugar, but you could also use brown sugar. You could use stevia. You could use molasses, honey, any sweetener that you prefer. And we'll put that all in there. And we're going to do a quick stir there. And then stir in our oats. And you have breakfast for tomorrow all ready. Now, as I mentioned, this is a base recipe. There's a lot of different options you could do. For example, this here has some peanut butter and some chocolate chips in it. So it's almost like a Reese's peanut butter cup oatmeal for breakfast. This one has some dried apples and raisins in it with a little bit extra cinnamon. So this one is a fruitier option. You could use any fresh fruit, frozen fruit, dried fruit. Peanut butter is great in your old-fashioned, in your overnight oats. Any way that you can get some extra protein as well as those healthy whole grains. Other things that I have used before even are some of the flavored coffee syrups. I've used some of that as a portion of the milk. And this gives so many different flavor varieties. For example, I have used a spiced pecan coffee syrup and then just put chopped pecans into my oatmeal. And it gives it such good flavor, but also it gives that sweetness so you wouldn't necessarily need to add the sugar to it. We would love to hear if you have made any overnight oats. If you try this recipe, wonderful. We would love to hear what you have done. And who knows, you might just inspire somebody to start eating their breakfast. Until next time, we hope you enjoy your Nibblin and Noushin and make sure you get your breakfast in.